Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a source simply titled Text.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating piece about a lullaby.
Right, but definitely not the kind you're probably used to.
No, not at all. I mean, usually we think of a lullaby as purely functional, right? Like a tool to just knock a kid out so the parents can finally watch TV.
Exactly. But this piece argues that the lullaby is actually a form of structural engineering.
That is a very precise way to put it. We tend to view lullabies as soft things for soft people,
Yeah.
but this poem reframes the act of singing to a child as an actual mechanism for stability. I mean, the opening distinction sets the stakes immediately.
Right, where the mother sings, not to make me small, but to hold the sky steady.
Yes.
That distinction just stops you in your tracks because, well, making someone small is so often the accidental side effect of comforting them.
Oh, it can feel incredibly patronizing.
But here, the mother isn't babying the narrator at all. She is building a framework. The text says she holds the sky steady while I learned how to fall asleep inside it.
Which implies that safety isn't about hiding from the world or ignoring reality.
Right.
It's about creating a secure perimeter where you can actually let your guard down. And the poet uses these very specific sensory details to build this architecture.
We aren't just hearing a song.
No, the voice is described as velvet dusk and low, like a promise that never needed proof.
It targets a highly specific psychological problem, too. Like, the text says the mother hummed in the spaces between my racing thoughts.
Yes.
That feels so incredibly modern. It isn't just soothing a crying child, it's regulating an anxious mind,
Yeah.
filling the gaps where the panic usually seeps in.
It is cognitive intervention via sound
Yeah.
and touch. We get these tactile images,
Yeah.
fingers made of moonlight and wrists entwined, foreheads touching.
But notice what happens physically to the narrator in response to this touch, because this is where the poem really pivots.
Right, to its main argument about strength.
You're talking about the careful fist?
I am. The narrator describes her heart as having a careful fist, which really paints a picture of someone who walks around ready for a fight.
Or at least bracing for impact.
Exactly. And the lullaby forces that fist to unclench. This helps explain the poem's rigorous definition of tenderness.
Where it explicitly lists what tenderness is not.
Yes, it is not weakness, is not borrowed, is not temporary.
The text is arguing that the ability to be soft is actually a resilient, permanent state, not a fragile one.
There is a line that really drives that resilience home, too. It's a love that does not ask the world for permission to be warm.
Wow, yeah.
That is the key insight. In a cold or cynical environment, being warm is an act of rebellion.
It is defiant.
Defiant, yeah. The poem even suggests the environment reacts to this. Like, the night leans closer and the stars slow down.
The universe seems to pause out of respect for that defiance.
It does. But I want to fast forward to the end because the dynamic shifts completely.
It stops being about a mother and a child.
Right. The text shifts to describe two girls in a quiet room breathing the same gentle air.
Which is absolutely the climax. It strips away the hierarchy of parent and dependent.
It becomes a connection between peers.
And those final lines define this maternal love as a woman's voice in the dark, calling another woman home.
That phrasing changes all the stakes.
It really does. It isn't just about safety anymore. It is about validation.
Acknowledging the daughter's adulthood and her right to belong there.
It's an invitation to stop performing strength and just exist.
Precisely. It reframes the lullaby from a tool for pacification into a ritual of belonging. It validates the daughter's womanhood.
It challenges the whole idea that we have to be guarded to be safe.
Absolutely.
So here is something to think about as you go about your day. The poem suggests tenderness is a force that holds the sky steady.
Right.
If that is true, in what guarded areas of your life do you need to stop asking the world for permission to be warm? Thanks for joining our deep dive.